Welcome to the heart of London's LGBT communities. A packed Soho this afternoon, jam-packed with people celebrating one of the biggest one-day events of its kind, not just in the capital, but in the country. Throughout the programme this afternoon, I'll be bringing you some of the live coverage from Soho, where you'll really get a flavour of how London's LGBT communities are celebrating this fantastic day and meeting some of the people behind it, some of the people making it possible. Before that, here's a little flavour of how this morning's celebrations went down to start Pride in London annually each year. A huge parade with tens of thousands of people lining the streets of the capital, and throughout the morning and afternoon I've been catching up with some of the people involved.
In the early days, there wasn't any singing. We were chanting, for our rights and for our freedoms. So today it's a big celebration, as you can hear. It used to be quite hard work being gay because you had to march and dance and learn the words "so I will survive." So I think it's and the good thing is that with the groups like Stonewall and their young people's group, they're going out into schools, they're coming out in their families, and people realise that we're no different from anybody else, and we know how to have a good time.
I was told from a child I was wrong. I told I was going to hell. Today, I walk a free man. I'm here and I'm queer. Okay? And I love my gay sisters. Okay? Orlando, R.I.P. We love you. No surrender.
It's a really important thing to do, I think, to be able to represent people who are unable to represent themselves in things like this. We use our voices and we use our flags and our saris and the British summer to be able to do that. It's a community within a wider community. It's fabulous. I really love it.
Just have a look at the throngs of people descending on Soho this afternoon. Huge crowds with colourful rainbow flags flying high in the heart of the West End. This is really where you get a flavour of what Pride is all about. Talking of which, I'm joined by none other than Silver Summers, star of the Drag Queens of London. Happy Pride. Lovely to have you with us.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How has your Pride been so far?
Oh, fabulous. I'm a little bit well-oiled, I have to say. I've had about 9 glasses of Prosecco, so awkward.
We'll keep it PC this afternoon, however.
Okay, please do not sweat. I've been on the Wandsworth LGBTQ STUV WXYZ, no, whatever, all the letters, float, and it was amazing. Everybody's been so friendly, and it's just so nice to see everybody out today. And the rain's holding off for a second, so...
Fingers crossed. What an atmosphere, what a vibe here in Soho. How much of a different sense of Pride will you get here as opposed to when you're watching the parade in central London on Oxford Street?
Well, this is the heart of everything. This is where it all started. This is like the undercurrent of the gay scene, This is where the vigil was last week, obviously, for the Orlando victims. And I think that's what makes it so relevant at the moment, because there's so much stuff going on in the world that has made us all come together and support each other. And everybody's just, I don't know, I've been to a lot of Prides, but this one feels really extra special. There's a lot of heart in this Pride, I think.
Yeah, I was going to ask, talking of which, does it feel as though there's a slightly different feel here this year, given those horrific attacks?
I mean, if I'm honest, I think a lot of people are scared as well, if I'm really honest, because, there's a lot of people who are gay together, and because of what happened in Orlando, it makes you feel a little bit vulnerable. But actually, at the same time, it makes you feel also united, and everybody's just sort of together in one big, lovely heart.
Well, it doesn't seem to have stopped the crowds from coming. Absolutely packed.
It's absolutely amazing. It's been wonderful. I mean, there's a lot of very hot, attractive boys around, and a lot of beautiful drag queens, and just everything. Every walk of life. In fact, I was just walking up the street there, and I saw the most beautiful thing. A mum and a dad with a little boy dressed as Batman, waving a rainbow flag, and he was so excited to see me in my weird green hair, and it was just so beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Like, to see that parents are, like, bringing their kids to see something like this.
Aside from the fun of games of this, and aside from how exciting it clearly is, obviously a very important message, a very real reason that this is happening. Why is it an event for you that's personally close to your heart?
For me personally, I've been coming to Pride for over 10 years now, and it's this sort of thing that there's some people here today who've never come out. This is their coming out. So, you know, I remember when I was younger and you come up the escalators and people start blowing the whistles and everything, and you get this feeling of pride. And that's what Pride is about, because we're all together. No one's being told off for holding hands in the street, because that is something that we face, and that's the problem. Everybody sort of thinks because we can get married these days and everything that everything's all right, but it's not. I don't feel safe. I live in, you know, the borough of Barnet, and I can't walk hand in hand with my boyfriend or whatever.
You still feel that you can't?
Safe? Absolutely no way. No way in the world. It's not. We're not at that place yet. We're far away from that, and I'm hoping that continuing to do this kind of thing and showing that we're united. And everybody here is not gay. There's loads of straight people, and that's the way it should be. You know, everybody coming together to support unity.
And just finally, I know that you've already been part of the parade this afternoon, but what else have you got planned?
Well, I'm closing the cabaret stage just up the street on Wardour Street, and then I'm going to be at the lovely Block Bar to sing a lot of songs with a lot of other drag queens. It's going to be camp. Come down if you're free.
Fantastic stuff. I just want to make a point of saying I have never felt smaller or less fancily dressed in my entire life.
Say I'm tall or something?
Amazonian. So it's lovely to have you with us, as are you. Let's check out what's going on the main stage on Trafalgar Square now, where I hear La Voix have just taken to the stage.
All the people under the age of 20 are going, what the hell is this song?